What up, everyone in the YTBC? Big shout out to hashtag Comeback to Boxing and the UGC. When you get a chance, just go to the description. Check out all the links to my brothers in both the UGC and hashtag Comeback to Boxing. Give them a try. And if you like what you see, please subscribe. Now, this is another one of my raw videos. I'm calling these raw because currently not editing just because of what I mentioned in my last video about my phone. Once I get my phone, I'm gonna, be back to my regular editing and everything like that. But I really wanted to talk about the Hurd fight, where he lost to J-Rock Williams. First, I want to say congratulations to J-Rock. He definitely surprised me. He definitely had me eating crow. And he's just a good example of how a fighter should bounce back after taking a loss. He suffered a loss to Jermall Charlo. Went back to the drawing board, got back in the winner's column, put himself in position to fight Jarrett Hurd, and really pulled off what none of us thought he would be able to do, which is beat Jarrett Hurd convincingly. Like, this wasn't a controversial decision. This definitely wasn't no robbery. J-Rock took it to Jarrett Hurd and even made Jarrett Hurd not just suffer his first loss, but the first time he's been dropped in his professional career. That's something that really surprised me. When I saw him drop him, I was like, what the hell? And even at that point, I'm like, all right, Hurd's probably going to get his bearings. He's going to pull it off. And as the fight wore on, that became less and less as a possibility. Now, don't get me wrong, Hurd had his spots where he was looking like he was making a comeback, but then J-Rock would put a stop to that, match his energy. And that's just something that we have to commend. And I like what J-Rock said in his post-fight interview when he said, don't just write off a fighter just because he took a loss. And I'm glad that he said that, because now he's on a high platform that actually, kind of shows some respect to Jarrett Hurd, because he just suffered a loss moments before. So it's like, y'all shouldn't write off a fighter just because they took a loss. Look at me. I took a loss. This man just took a loss. Let him show you how he faces adversity, because adversity is not just what they see in the ring. Adversity can be things like, losing a trainer. We got to see how, how Triple G is going to be mentally after what went down between him and Abel Sanchez. We seen it with Mike Tyson when he lost Customado, how that affected his performances in the ring. And that's just those are just a couple examples. There's different adversities that boxers can face, and it's not always in the ring. It could be, losing a family member. It could be a number of different things. And seeing how these fighters can bounce back from that is really something that is just truly great. But back to J-Rock Williams, much respect to him. He gets all the credit in the world. I'm not making no excuses. I picked the wrong dog in the fight. And I'm happy for J-Rock. As for Hurd, he can kick rock. No, I'm just kidding. No, Hurd, he also gained respect from me in a different way, because how he handled, in the post-fight interview, there was no excuses. He didn't say nothing about that. He didn't, he had a terrible training camp. He didn't say nothing about, that his arm was hurt. He didn't say that, anything. He didn't say he was dehydrated. He didn't even say that it was hard for him to make weight. He took the L like a champ. He didn't cry. He didn't say that J-Rock told him that he won. He didn't say none of that bullshit. He took the L, told the fans, you'll see me back again soon, and he rode off into the sunset. So Hurd is already exhibiting behaviors of what you should do when you suffer a loss. Now we have to wait and see what he's going to do on the boxing end. You know, is he going to change trainers? Is he going to work on his defense? You know, there's a number of questions that he still is left to answer, but it's not anything that's going to be answered in an interview. You know, it's going to have to be answered with actions. But as for now, I got much respect for Hurd as well on how he handled taking the loss. And much respect to his mother too. You know, she just saw her son lose the day before Mother's Day, and from my understanding, she was very cordial with J. Rock Williams. So happy belated Mother's Day to her. Thank you so much for being a good sport, because it's very easy for women to kind of get emotional and in their feelings, and it seems like she was really able to separate that. So, you know, it was just a good night for boxing, in my opinion. It was a big W for boxing, not because the underdog won. It was, I mean, that was part of it, but just seeing how everybody handled that situation, J-Rock being very respectful and thankful to Jarrett Hurd, you know, also being very respectful and thankful to Al Haymon. I've never been an anti-Haymon channel. There's a lot of stuff that is happening in his stable that I don't agree with, but when he does something good, I'm not going to take away from it. So, you know, I really like how everybody handled their particular circumstances. The fight was exciting. It was very fun to watch. I was in a hangout with my brothers in the UGC, and I was even like, I think this could be a candidate for Fight of the Year at this point. And now I've actually seen plenty of channels say, you know, that they think this is Fighter of the Year thus far. Now we're not even halfway into 2019. So that definitely, you know, there's definitely time for another fight to overshine, and more than likely will. Not to take away from J-Rock's performance, it's just, you know, it is what it is. You know, it happens. But it wouldn't surprise me if nobody does overshine this either. I mean, this is just completely unexpected. You know, let's be honest with ourselves. There was not a whole lot of people picking J-Rock to win this fight. But yeah, I just want to give my thoughts. I was originally going to wait till I got my new phone, but, you know, I think I just rather put out something. But I'm definitely going to get back to my old format once this phone comes in. And to all my subscribers, anybody watching my videos, or if you just so happen to stumble on this video, please feel free to leave a comment. What did you think about the fight? What do you think about the behaviors that were exhibited after, you know, in the aftermath? And I'll catch you on the next one. Y'all have a wonderful and blessed day. Peace.